When it starts to be a liability in my mind, when you have the written one that's like truly on paper, that's signed and like what's approved, and then you have the real one not documented and is the exception that isn't technically allowed, but gets passed, gets approved, gets, vetoed powered because like either the team doesn't want the conflict, there's this like, I hate being like the person who screams loudest gets what they want. And a lot of times it's the top performer who, woe is me, and leadership doesn't want to hurt their feelings or do this. So we make the exception, right? Which isn't a comp problem. It is a governance problem, and it is an actual compliance problem. If you ask somebody what they don't enjoy about handling comp, it's not necessarily like in some organizations, it's been the calculations and like that because they just get too complex, but it's a lot of the exception component and the noise and like the lack of respect for the plan. One of my favorite interview questions whenever I interview a sales leader is what's an exception and what's a rule. And if they mention comp exceptions, that usually tends to be like my Achilles heel a little bit, but like really try to probe on that because there will be exceptions and there always will be, but it's like at what point is it tolerated by the company? Because at the end of the day, if you are making exceptions to policy, it tells me you have the wrong policy.
You have the wrong policy, and by not communicating and providing clarity to the organization, which I think the best plans truly provide clarity on like what good looks like, you're missing an opportunity to actually motivate and drive behavior.